everyone, and welcome back to the Mermaid Mask. We're apparently on chapter 2 because we found a black box. The box that would not open. No idea what it's about. We could not get onto this deck because we are not emerged from the water, but let's go down here and explore these rooms, one at a time, of course. We'll see how long we spend in this little area. Is this Mariana Moon? Her name is really so cool, for real.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring... What's in these old... What did I always bring the crowbar?
Always bring the crowbar, so for real.
There's a twig on the floor.
Oh, maybe it's a dowsing rod. You know, for fighting water.
I don't think so. In the ocean? Find water in the ocean?
Sure.
He couldn't even
It's a big
complain.
traveler's backpack. It smells like soil.
Oh, is she gonna be like the frickin' God, what's the movie called? Atlantis? Hold on, let me Google this, cause like... Atlantis, the Lost Empire? Who was that character? Who was the dirt guy? Who's the mole guy? They literally just called him Mole. Is she gonna be like Mole? Of course they did.
And grass.
And grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
We haven't even talked to her about yet. Tuna. Felix. Daughter adopted. Oh, wait! Oh shit, it's the family. It's the family from Tangle Tower. Fortuna! Fortuna! Why didn't I click it? Why didn't I connect those dots? Fortuna! Right? I gotta Google something else, hold on. Wait, am I tripping? Felix and Flint. Fiona Fellow. The Fellows. Right? And the Stonetop. Selena Stonetop. Oh shit, guys. I'm so glad I pulled it up. I pulled it up. So they... Lord Fellow. Lord Fellow. Where is the stuff? Whoa, there's a lot. There's not so many ones we haven't found. What am I trying to look for? I don't even know if I have something about it. Wait, Godric Grip. He's also on this boat. Nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. The Stonetop Inn. Selena Stonetop married into the Fellow family in Tangle Tower. That's insane. So did Damien Dusk. Damien Dusk married Felicia Fellow, who was born from Selena Stonetop. And they had Freya Fellow, and Freya Fellow's dead. Freya's dead. Wait, is that who died, or was it Fiona? I don't remember. No, it was Freya. It was Freya. It was Freya. I'm freaking out, guys. I'm freaking out. I'm connecting the dots. It's all connected. I just didn't realize it's all connected somehow. But this also means Damien. Wait, Damien? No. Damien Dusk was. So James has a sister that, I mean, she's dead now. But James had a sister? And Felicia owned the Stonetop Inn after her mom? They just never stayed in the tower. I am so... Why does Mariana Moon have things about this? Silkworm map. There's no Fortuna. I'm looking at the family tree from Tangle Tower is what I'm doing. And I think someone told me that Emily Everstone is related to Echo Everstone, who was the killer in the very first game we played on the channel, just called Detective Grimoire. Alright, let's open it. I thought Fortuna Hall was like, I thought Fortuna was someone, but maybe I'm just tripping because of all the F's in the other family. So this is the map of the silkworm on the sea. So we have Governor's Manor, Town Hall, the Silkworm Spectator, Butruna Hall, the Stonetop Inn, Mr. Grip's Emporium, Drummer Shipyard, the Lighthouse, Seaphone Harbor, the South Sea. And then on the back, we have a slight family tree. Faustus Fellow? Who's Faustus Fellow? That was Lord Fellow? That was Lord Fellow. Oh, Fortuna Fellow. That's Lady Fellow. See, they don't have their full names on here. They just, at the top of it, if it's the, you know, the founders of the family, Lord and Lady is all they say. So Fortuna was Lady Fellow, married to Faustus Fellow, who is Lord Fellow of Tangle Tower. But wait, he had a... He had a daughter outside of Lady Fellow's marriage. With named Selena. Felix and Flint Fellows. They're on the Tangle Tower family tree. Felicia Stonetop. Oh. Oh. So she goes by Stonetop here, but she went by Fellow on the Tangle Tower. Fortuna also had a daughter that was adopted? What? It's not on the family tree, that's for sure. Felicia. Who the fuck's wait, no. Felicia Fellow, Felicia Stonetop. Damien Dusk, Mayor, had a kid. Freya. Okay, so James Dusk, that was like his stepsister or whatever. Step-sibling. James was from another marriage. They had Freya, and Freya's dead. Freya's dead, man. That's so sad. That's crazy. So we're getting a lot of the Fellow family. I wonder if the next game is going to be more on the Pointer family or the Remington family. That would be really cool. Low-key insane, though. I'm just saying, low-key insane. How this is all connecting, and all I needed to do was come down here to Mariana Moon to figure it all out. My mind is blown how well they were able to do all this. I don't even know, like, the world building is crazy. Okay, anyway, let's keep looking around.
This is actually a pretty good place to hang laundry.
Assuming you want your clothes to smell like the cargo hold of a submarine.
Well.
A pinboard?
I assume it belongs to that woman over there.
Right. We'd better talk to her first.
Let me look at everything.
I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Ugh.
Hardcore.
That's a fire hazard. This whole room is a fire hazard.
A submarine can't burn down. It's underwater.
I mean, it would burn. It would burn and people would die.
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with a polish.
Whoa! Out of nowhere.
It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace. For heating the submarine.
Right. But you could put a pizza in there.
I mean, you could. It's not unheard of. She's got like a little tent.
It's a tent.
It's a piece of fabric draped over a rope.
It's a tent.
Yeah, a tent.
Oh, look at...
Hold on there, bucko.
My God, she stopped us.
That's private, all right?
I enjoyed that she called you Bucko.
I liked it too.
Is that soil?
I thought it was coal. You know, for the furnace.
I thought it was too. But it might be soil. Okay, I had to step away for a second, but let's get back into it. Let's talk to Mariana Moon.
Weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never.
She just joined,
My
didn't she?
captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across
Moonlight.
the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Who is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
She's a free spirit, isn't she?
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveler, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time.
And I
you
wonder
know.
why.
How come?
Yeah.
How come? This thing is the motherlode
The motherlode of what?
of whispered half-truth, of murky rumor, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff?
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
No, is she
So
part...
you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang.
A
Really?
few hours?
Story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
That's so suspicious. Like, she just joined. Of course she would be the first one people suspect because she just joined. They don't know her.
A merciless wind
Whoa.
rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbor.
Did I pause it?
The shadow
I
of
did.
a vessel
Okay.
lurking low in the night black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is
Is she
she?
talking about herself?
What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into
Who
an
is this
ornate
woman?
parlor, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It
Man,
is
she could be a
Captain
writer.
Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After
Oh.
a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes.
Whoa, what?
He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two
Right.
gentlemen named Mr. Werman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Werman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga
Watch repairman.
reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through
And that's
the
when he
rear
dies,
corridor.
right then and there.
It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Werman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Oh, your diary.
Imagine my excitement
to finally get a good look around
is
the
this?
Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs
So
and
this is-
dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian.
This is a little different than where she was on the night of the murder.
An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor.
Okay.
The first smelled of crayon dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader. as
She hid the
was
document
shortly
away. Is this
become
after
quite
he's already
important.
dead? And she like went and got the will or the whatever.
The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and
Oh, no,
Mr.
this is
Dirk
before.
Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude.
What was she hiding there? That's weird.
Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen.
She might be in the illusion chamber because she said she was there before she went back to or she went to sleep. Also, the document that Cynthia might have been the deed to the inn.
The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of.
The illusion room, okay.
Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself,
Oh,
and thus was
in the engine
currently
room.
unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the Dream Chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying.
Empty glass bottle, huh?
Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder.
Alright.
We continued on.
He went to
into
go
the
get his,
next
like, package
room,
or something.
which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto.
Whoa, what?
I smelled her before I saw her. The unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex.
Spandex?
Could only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
You know Madame Tadpole?
Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked in
Wait,
the
she
doorway,
knows
clearly
Tadpole?
hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
She knows Tadpole.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried.
What? Alright, well tell me about the night of the murder, because that was the tour she was given.
We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point,
Yeah, he
opens the
is.
vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened
Poetry, huh?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
next? Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But a witch murder.
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all
Symmetry, huh?
my patience. So I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress.
Yeah, who makes it go upward is what I
After
want to know.
some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other.
Is that the hex?
I
And then
update
something
him
else?
with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
So Symmetry, she probably heard Symmetry talking to herself before she screamed, and the thud? Symmetry didn't mention there was a thud. She said he was already laying there. Interesting.
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something. I asked him what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
What?
So, something that looks like a gun, but isn't actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
A water gun?
Hmm.
Why does he have a gun?
I didn't expect to find a fellow herbologist on board. Dr. Zephyr really knows his rosehip from his rosemary. He's a chemist, too. Impressive, don't you think?
He's a little
I
bit
don't
of
know. I
everything.
get the sense his work is more alchemy than chemistry.
He
All
does seem
rolled
rather
into
secretive about it. I tried asking him about his experiments, but he seemed awfully reluctant to divulge any details.
Sounds familiar?
The Dream Doctor.
Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsman?
I leafed through it. I must say he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's based off of him.
Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know
What?
anything about his life before the submarine? Like, if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn
Yeah.
and working on board the Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
Yeah.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumour that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe
Yes,
he
we know
commissioned
this.
to have it built.
From
Accounts
Cynthia's
vary on that.
dad.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a
Stepdad.
submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
We're aware of this fact, guys. Don't be unsure. We're aware of this fact.
Cynthia Seafoam, the daughter of Harbour Master Sylvia Seafoam, and the stepdaughter of Donovan Drummond, the
She
shipyard
has a lot of
owner.
knowledge about
That's
everyone,
a
doesn't
pretty
she?
solid nautical heritage.
By all accounts, Sylvia Seafoam was an ambitious and outgoing sailor, but I believe they raised Cynthia to be a mechanic.
Still, sounds like Cynthia actually does have the expertise to be captain.
Who said she doesn't?
Okay, no one.
So, Mariana, where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh,
She's like a
I see.
nomad.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumours.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time. I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam,
So we were
and she
invited.
told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
That's not how you did it. I don't trust her.
Symmetry
Or
was
Symmetry,
the only
honestly.
person I didn't see on my tour of the submarine. I realized later that she'd been with Mortuga at the time.
In the Illusion Theater?
Suspicious.
You know what's funny? Nobody else calls it that. They all just call it the storeroom. I'm led to believe Illusion Theatre is a name Miss Silkmoth came up with herself. Rather like how she came up with the name Symmetry Silkmoth.
That's not her real name?
No, of
It's not her
course
birth
not.
name, no.
Her mother's name is Lillian Lockett, I believe. Oh lord, here we go. We even have more to do as well later on. I wonder if she'll let me go into her tent.
It's a tent.
It's a piece
Yeah.
of that.
Hold on.
I
No.
enjoyed that she called
Can I look at
it's a
this?
pinboard.
Why is his... I don't know where he goes. Here? Her? Here? Mortuga. I don't know where we go.
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too.
Uh-huh.
Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
Uh-huh. I got that much. Like where we're at currently? Is that what it wants? I don't know which one's which. This would be like the main entrance. I guess his body, is this not it?
That's not it.
Looks like the board's been
The
divided.
shape looks familiar.
Of course. Remember my
Yeah. Maybe this doesn't belong anywhere. Maybe this belongs to the side. Because his body's not actually here anymore. Oh wait, Symmetry's not even there either. She's in her little child's room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was right.
Aha! Okay.
I'm impressed.
Super simple. Just had to think for a
Nothing
second.
happened.
What were you expecting?
Normally, when we complete a puzzle, something unlocks and we get a new clue.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to expect it.
If it's a clue you want, take a look on the back of the pinboard.
What's this?
What in the fuck is this? Night of the full moon? That's the mermaid. Waylon Wolf. Oh wait, an instant photo depicting a muscular man that was found in the cargo hold. Night of the full moon. Waylon Wolf. And Waylon Wolf's not part of the family, right? No, I'm just double checking that. Okay. And then she won't let us go into the tent. She's sus. She reminds me of Echo in a way. And I don't know why from the first game. Alright, let's ask her about every freaking clue
I
we have.
see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family. Something like that, don't you think?
Sure.
Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
It's not Worman at all. It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
What?
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie.
Why? Why would he put his father as his author photo?
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
It's the mermaid! It's the mermaid.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder why
did.
here?
Yeah,
why
I did.
this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big.
I think she's part of those people that hunt.
Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here,
No.
passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
No, I think she's one of the people that are hunting these mythical beings. I think she's part of that group. But I don't remember, there was like a photograph about it and I don't remember. I guess I can also Google it from Tangle Tower. I actually don't think I can look that up. We're just gonna move on.
Mariana, can you tell us what these tablets are?
It's rather more difficult when it's something synthetic like this. Some kind of vitamin supplement, I believe.
All three of them?
Yes, the 3 tablets seem largely to be the same thing.
The same thing, just in different forms.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Maybe, maybe.
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind.
Definitely from the
Valerian,
dream dude.
skullcap,
Zephyr.
chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
A sleep aid. What if Mortuga's not even dead, by the way? I mean, they checked the body, right? What if he's not dead? What if he faked his death for some reason? Put himself to sleep, but he dropped the vial. We didn't see the body. We never see the body. The body's gone by the time we get here.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
Cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left. But before the theater had booked a new act.
If it even booked a new act.
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square.
Okay.
There's
sure.
only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure. They don't really look like anything made by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
It's definitely some mythical creature, right?
It carries something of the cadaver about it.
Kadabra.
Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it?
Haven't had a chance to meet her yet.
This marks a pivotal moment in silkworm's history, the day the silver snake was discovered. It also shows the two women who found it.
Editor,
Felicia
Mr. T.W.
Stonetop,
Ibis.
that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Editor, Mr. T.W. Ibis, who's related to James. So this was his editor. And this is her mom. That's Felicia Stonetop. The one who married Damien Dusk and had Freya, but not James' mom. Not James' mom. Okay.
Hang on. We saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you.
Cool.
I'd love to know where Cynthia got the diagram of the wooden ship.
I thought it was supposed to be a submarine.
Oh, no, the yellowish parts. They're from an old drawing of a sailing ship. Looks like it might be from the original, too. I just wonder where she got it.
Yeah, it's the Selena, I think.
Let's see. The thicker wood is mahogany, very old mahogany. The thinner wood, oh, I don't know, some kind of cheap timber, perhaps.
Somebody skimped on the repairs, huh?
Okay.
I'd heard Mortuga wasn't one for writing things down, so I'd given up hope of finding a diary, but this might be the next best thing.
He made a record of every time a new person joined the submarine.
Except for when you joined, Mariana.
Well, I suppose he'd never had the chance.
Yeah, he only does it at the end of the day, and they never made it to the end of the day.
Emblazoned with the Seafoam S, I see. It's quite an elaborate... Oh, how strange. It's never been worn.
Never?
Once or twice, at the very most.
Her mom wore it once.
You know, one of the reasons I found it hard to research Mortuga was that there really wasn't much of a paper trail.
Well, seems like he changed his ways.
Yes, it's rather odd, isn't it?
No, it
I
is
wonder
odd,
what
but we figured that
compelled
out
him
already.
to draw up a contract like this. I can't help but feel like the idea must have come from someone else.
We've already figured that out, so that's not a mystery to us anymore.
Well, that has to be a face, but it's not... It doesn't look like anyone. When was this taken?
Pretty recently, I think.
I see. So she's probably still out there.
Who?
Listen, don't worry about it. Seriously.
No, it's part of the whole deal that's going on. She knows about the mermaid.
Oh, good.
Of course she
I was
does.
worried this wasn't going to come up.
What? Cynthia and her family?
The submarine in the background?
Yes and yes. But also no.
What?
The best part of this photo is the thing on the left-hand
I didn't even
side.
notice that.
It's in a glass tank. Do you see it?
Barely.
Is it a snake?
It's the silver snake, also known as the silkworm serpent.
Why?
Oh, you've heard of it?
We might have. But what's it doing in the photo?
So, that submarine in the background. The silver snake is the reason that was built. Sylvia Seafoam, pictured there in the fancy jacket, she was quite fond of her serpent friend, you see.
Okay.
But the powers that be were demanding she hand it over to be studied. So Sylvia made a plan to go and live in a submarine and take the silver snake with her.
That's, quite ambitious.
Wait, so the sea serpent would also be living in the submarine?
Well, I don't have all the details. It's something I'm still researching.
That's interesting because Cynthia was talking about her mother just going into the ocean, leaving.
Where'd you get that?
But the submarine
The
never was
dentist's
built
waiting room?
or finished.
There's a poster on the back cover. It's for Dirk's movie.
Oh, yes, look at that. They've given her the wrong type of necklace. The sword looks about right, though.
What's that?
Just thinking out loud.
The sword? Girl, what was that?
Where on earth did you find this?
Oh, I
Cynthia
double-clicked.
had it.
I don't know. You two have all the luck. I spent a year researching silkworm and never found anything this good.
What's so good about it?
It's penned by Solomon Stonetop himself. They say he built the Stone Top Inn with his own hands, and in doing so, he founded the town of Silkworm-on-Sea.
Wow.
Looks like gold to me.
No way. Real gold.
Why not?
I thought Symmetry was supposed to be an impoverished orphan.
Well, it's not worth anything unless she's willing to sell it.
And she's not because it's from her mother.
I can't speak to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle and mortar. I might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile.
And what does that do together?
If I'm not mistaken, this little part at the front is actually a microphone.
What? Okay.
Mariana, I was wondering if you could tell us who's worn this.
How's she supposed to do that?
You know, by the smell.
Oh. Gross.
Very well. Let's see.
Can she?
I'm getting wind-battered mahogany, ice-cold sea spray, and mostly melted candle wax.
Great, thanks.
And who the fuck smells like that?
Now, where did you find this?
Zephyr had it.
Did he now? Lillian's locket, silver snake, golden palm, mermaid... The mermaid's tongue.
You've heard of it?
He's definitely
Only
has
the
it.
name, and only when people were telling me it doesn't exist.
Maybe it doesn't.
But there's a photo.
It's a photo of a drawing.
What's
But
it supposed
we've
to do,
seen it.
anyway? The description in the book here is pretty vague.
And they say it allows humans to commune directly with God while they're still
God?
alive.
What? God?
In here it says, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
She who lies beyond the veil, God, other dimensions, aliens, the afterlife. You know, it varies. But the
Interesting.
sentiment is the same.
Maybe they are all the same.
That's a wretched thing, really. An echo of man's desperate, futile desire to wring answers from a silent universe.
I can see why people would say it doesn't exist.
But Zephyr's trying to get hold of it.
He has it!
Well, he may be. It depends.
On what?
The strength of his will.
Brother, we've seen it. They just didn't acknowledge it fully. It's like back there in his little bookshelf.
It has the smell and feel of something that's been in the ocean for quite some time. Only there's no evidence of it on the surface. No barnacles, no algae.
Maybe it's a type of metal that resists that kind of stuff.
Or maybe someone just cleaned it.
You know, if and when I make a mysterious observation, I'm not necessarily looking for immediate logical explanations.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, question though. The iron bell and the stone cauldron. What if they go together? What if you just, that's how you unlock it?
This here, that's the Stone Top emblem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw it on the sign outside the Stone Top Inn. Do you remember, Sally?
No, but I was basically still asleep at that point.
What are those letters above it?
Initials, SS.
Stone Top C?
No.
Secret stone?
Selena Stonetop,
Yeah.
The owner of the painting?
the painter herself.
The painter herself was Selena Stonetop, which, looking at the family tree line, makes sense because Freya was what became a painter as well.
Now, I'd have to assume this is the Stonetop family ship, the dearest Selena.
How do you know it's that ship? Is there a photo of it?
It's evident by the selection of little wooden people on board. The dearest Selena was captained by Felicia Stonetop, that's her there, and one Magnus Mortuga was her helmsman.
What did they use it for?
Oh, I don't know. Fishing? Tourism? General gallivanter?
What about the woman tied to the front?
Well, that's a representation of the ship's figurehead.
Okay, so Felicia had a boat named after her mother.
I thought the submarine didn't have a radio.
I don't think it does. This is more like a child's walkie-talkie.
Oh, yes, you're quite right. Probably has a short range, too.
If it's a walkie-talkie, then what happened to the other one?
Good question.
Good question.
I'm sorry, Belisha Bonetop.
Yeah, that's what she's called in the book, too. Marcus Mordoom's captain/love interest.
It just clicked together. Belisha Bonetop, Felicia Stonetop, and then Marcus Mordoom, Magnus, whatever his fuck name is.
Flying a little close to the sun with that name, aren't they?
They are. You're opening my eyes to everything. Magnus Mortuga. Marcus Mordoom.
For a ZX5. Nice piece of kit. Polycarbonate shell, tactile interface, unusually good battery life. I mean, it's a cell phone. Whose is it?
Dirk Danson.
I suppose that makes the most sense. After all, Mortuga really didn't seem like the cell phone type.
Girl, she knows too much about everything.
Mr. Werman's typewriter. It's got a good example of the fellow emblem there on the back, see?
Uh-huh.
These diagrams. They're detailing the time and place to find the Mortuga submarine. Of course, it would be possible just to write it out in words, but this has been done with astronomy and lunar phases.
Why?
My guess is that it's intended to incite curiosity in the recipient. It's more effective than if they'd just written, "Come to this place at this time." It feels less like a trap this way.
It's more mysterious, yeah. Whimsical. Okay, she has to know something about this.
Any idea what this is?
No.
Really? You're not even gonna tell us what it smells like? Old moss and jealousy-ridden oak or something?
Ooh.
It's not oak, it's cedar.
Aha!
She still didn't actually tell us anything.
Yeah. I retract that aha from the record.
She definitely knows something about it, and she's not letting on. And I feel like she's the most suspicious besides Symmetry to me right now.
Do you recognize any of the little wooden people?
I believe this is supposed to be Silkworm's governor, a man named Faustus Fellow.
Interesting.
He was a wealthy landowner who bought the town in order to bring it under his control.
He did.
He bought the whole town?
Why?
I couldn't
Old
say.
money, man. Old money. Crazy.
I see you've been enjoying my map.
It's barely a map. It's closer to a list.
What about the family tree on the back?
Yeah, what's
Most
that
of
about?
my research into Silkworm has been focused on these two family lines, the Fellows and the Stonetops.
Oh, this is so
Seems
great.
like you haven't worked out how Mortuga fits into it. His name is just floating out there by itself.
I'm not sure if he does fit into it, to be honest.
And yet
Mariana,
he's
you've got a
here.
question mark there. Someone you don't know the name of.
Ah, yes. Quite the mystery, you see. I'd heard about...
We know her name. It's Freya. You're welcome.
I was gonna wonder if they were gonna fill her in. That's crazy.
When did you take this photo?
Says it right there. On the night of a
Girl,
full moon.
That's not a date.
How come that guy has glowing red eyes?
Perhaps it's because of his demonic essence.
What?
Or you used a flash?
Perhaps it's because I used a flash.
Who's the woman in the ball?
Oh, that's no woman. That's a mermaid, slumbering in an ethereal bubble.
You're not gonna tell us, huh?
No, I agree. It is a mermaid. Examine the town square statue, the mess hall statue, the what? We got a trophy, the newspaper page, and the family photo. Silver Snake Sleuth. Cool. So, she's the most suspicious. What if this is what was in the whatever? Alright, we know what we gotta do first. We gotta ask everyone else about her. So let's go ahead and start that. And honestly, Mariana Moon may just be the episode. Maybe be all who we see this episode is what I was gonna say.
Mariana Moon? I've barely known her longer than you have.
Do you know why she's on the submarine?
I have to assume she was invited.
So, what? Nobody's allowed on board without being invited?
Naturally.
Who invited you?
Okay, maybe I'm an exception, but Captain Mortuga granted me access and you let me stay. So it amounts to the same thing.
You know, now that
She
you're
invited
captain,
herself.
you could tell Mariana to leave if you don't like her.
I never said I didn't like her. I think she's very interesting.
Wow.
She knows quite a lot and she speaks quite a lot. She's very telling on the things she knows, and even the things she doesn't know.
Cynthia, this map's got your surname on it, and the S from your signature.
Oh yeah. Seafoam Harbor.
I mean, nobody ever really called it that, but my mom was the harbor master, so yeah.
Okay.
Night of a full moon. My mom taught me how you can use the moon to work out where you are. Like, if you're sailing on the ocean and you can see the moon, you can work out which way's north, I think.
What if it's too
You
cloudy?
think?
Then you'd use a compass, like a normal person.
Okay, well, they didn't have compasses back in the day. They had to figure something out before, you know, all that. Alright, boys.
Mariana? Huh, man, she's really living out the escapist fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That's if you believe what she says. I think she might be making some of it up.
Hey, you know, it's funny you say that. I did notice something the other day.
Oh?
Well, she's supposed to be all, like, old-timey and stuff, right? But she was really curious about my cell phone.
She was.
Curious how?
Well, she was asking what make it was, what model number, you know, like really specific stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, she did tell us just all of that.
It's a
Maybe she just likes
map
to know
of
things.
Silkworm? I don't know much about the town. You'd be better off asking someone else.
Okay.
Holy moly, look at that.
I know. That werewolf-looking guy is really...
Is that Tadpole with long hair?
Yeah, maybe.
What?
She never told me about that. It's a strong
What?
look.
What? I haven't met Tadpole. I don't know what she looks like exactly. I mean, we've seen little glimpses of her little figurine.
Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Oh, the timeline. She shows up, and bang, Mortuga murdered.
That's just...
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember.
Good boy.
Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's Manor,
fellow.
that's the fellow emblem.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad
Uh-huh.
was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree. And there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture.
Okay. Oh, he doesn't like that.
What's
Okay.
this? A little painting?
It's a photo.
A photo of a mermaid floating in a crystalline orb, held aloft by a muscular demon werewolf.
Yeah.
If you say so.
A demon werewolf. So... Dirk thought that was Tadpole. I wonder how Tadpole ties into all this.
It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Mortuga.
What kind of deal?
What?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
Knowledge.
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person.
Maybe information about a person. Or how to find a person.
Somebody's been trying to piece together Silkworm's history by the looks of it.
We noticed Mortuga's on there, but his
I like how
name's not
Freya was
connected to
added.
anyone else.
Did he ever talk about his family? Or where he came from?
He never spoke of his heritage, no.
Yeah, who is this
A
man?
photograph of a divine moon ritual. The man holds the orb aloft, and the being within is imbued with rays of mystic light, granting eternal moon wisdom.
Moon
Eternal
wisdom.
moon wisdom,
Okay.
huh?
I have that. I skipped the ritual though. I was just born with it.
Impressive.
Also, I can shoot moon lasers out of my eyes.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
He's like, there's a line and you stepped over it. Like... Alright, Symmetry. I know she's gonna be the most abstract here, but...
still estranged, this moon and I, but she and me befind ourselves in newfound kinship joined.
What kind of kinship would that be?
The kinship of wearing a big yellow locket around your neck. We may need to workshop the name.
Mariana's moon necklace? That's a locket?
Must be. I've seen her open it up and peer concernedly at its internals.
Huh.
Mariana Moon, number 9. The half-hidden moon.
Disingenuous.
Disingenuousness?
That's what I believe in.
Against all odds, I've been inscribed upon this family tree, bound only by the bloodline of my matron's former kin.
Your matron? That's Fortuna Fellow.
No longer tied to fellow name, she styles herself as Baroness, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Sim, look, you've got 2 half-brothers. Kinda.
Only in the faintest terms, but there they are.
And they're
Flint
much
and
older than
Felix.
her.
We've actually met Felix. Would you believe that?
No.
Oh, well, we did.
So, she's been kind of adopted, and they're way older than her. 100%, right?
A werewolf? Or some hellborn fiend?
Yeah, I think it's just a guy.
But his eyes, they burn of wicked flame.
Well, it's either wicked flame or it's just red eye from using a flash in low light.
Well, okay then. Well, we've met Mariana Moon. I kind of want to talk about the locket if we can. I don't know if we can, though.
Oh?
Oh, it's right here.
It's a big traveler's backpack.
When you're done smelling There's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
No. It's right there. We can't talk about it. Nah, oh no. Wow, we've learned, I think, quite a bit from Mariana Moon. I'm gonna be completely honest. She kind of opened the game a little bit for us. I'm excited to see about Gripe, whatever his name is, and then Tadpole. I feel like Tadpole is genuinely gonna tie everything together, but she's gonna be like last on our list because I'm gonna go from room to room. Really excited. I don't know if we're getting closer to anything. We haven't figured out everyone's little mysteries yet, but I'm really excited to see if we do. And damn, it ties into the previous 2 games. It's so crazy to me. I love it. I love it. I'm really eager to keep going, but I'm gonna bring this episode to close for now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.